Hello, beautiful souls. How y'all doing? If you're new here, welcome. I'm Brainy, and this is Brainy Twin Gemini, where we talk about the law of attraction, spiritual health, growth, and fitness, manifesting your dreams into miracles, love, life, all good things. Today, I'm going to be doing a twin flame collective message as it resonates for feminine and masculine energy, just knowing that not everything will resonate, so just pack away what doesn't and keep what does. I'm going to start with the masculine energy. I do 4 cards, 4 being my birth number. The cards always resonate with the twin flame collective energy as it pertains to you, as I said earlier. Yeah, and I'm going to get started. So some very good momentum for the masculine energy. And like I never know when I do these cards, it's just so crazy how things like work out, how they all resonate. Like you know, I'm like, this is going to come out, and then it just falls out because I just let the cards fall out naturally. It's like I speak to the cards and then they come out because I know kind of exactly what's going on with the masculine energy. For all of you that have shared the great, beautiful momentum of your journey via email and or comments on the video, thank you so much. There's been a lot of traction with this particular collective, and you both are coming through and into each other physically, communication, all good things. I know I'd like to give you examples of myself when I was in physical separation. It's merely just an illusion, as we all know. We're always energetically bound. But when we came into each other in the physical, my beautiful beloved had said to me, "I'm not ready for anything right now. I'm not ready." Well, 2 years later, we're still in a beautiful, most loving relationship, soul bond. Just know that there's always going to be that trauma that can resurrect from time to time. So even though you share the most profound love of a lifetime, there's still always that trauma and that ego that seems to want to resurrect. So even if the communication starts slow, it's momentum forward, and you just have to respect each other's boundaries but most importantly, stay in your personal power. So I want to start with this inner child, and there's 2 things here. We've got courage, and we've got inner child, and we've got stuck. So they all resonate with one another. And how do they resonate with one another? The inner child is kind of like, it forms our foundation of who we are, and that's how we navigate. We have this inner child, and sometimes that inner child is very wounded, and it takes a lot of courage to acknowledge the inner child. And the masculine energy, I want to say, is acknowledging that inner child and realizing that there's very deep traumatic wounds that need to be healed. And they were stuck for the longest time and not being able to recognize that inner child. But they found the courage to do so. And it's amazing, because this journey is not a Cinderella story. It is a beautiful love, and it is an amazing love journey, but it is not a Cinderella story. And some of you may like, I never asked for this. I was just living La Vida Loca, and all of a sudden this came into my life. It's a blessing and it's a gift. But there's great momentum, because I feel like acknowledging that inner child is so important, because it frees you and it allows you to surrender. And it's like I surrender to oneself and our love, and I'm kind of letting go of this attachment of this false sense of who I am. And in our journey of life, our inner child really does do a lot of the navigating, and we don't always recognize it. We kind of just bury that trauma deep down, almost like, because I've forgotten about it, it doesn't exist. Well, it always does exist, and it could be the beast within us that just always seems to want to misbehave. Because what do you think children do when they're young? they misbehave. And sometimes they misbehave because they crave attention. And the way that they get that attention is to misbehave. So sometimes the inner child within us misbehaves. And we have to detach and acknowledge. I get a lot of emails and messages, well, how do I do that? The first thing is just to write it down, saying, I acknowledge my inner child, I acknowledge the trauma. And then, it's about acknowledging it, recognizing it, and then just giving yourself self-love to overcome it. So beautiful. I love it so much. I see, and to me, totally resonates. As the masculine awakens and deepens their self-awareness and gets into their higher consciousness, which is self-awareness, they see into who they're truly meant to be. And sometimes when we see into ourselves, we see some darkness. And we all have that element of darkness within us. It's called your shadow. And I could go on about the shadow and the shadow self, but it's also recognizing that darkness. It's okay. Because just like yin and yang energy, there's dark and light as well. And, knowing that darkness resides within you is very, very good in terms of your self-awareness. So I love it. I plan on communicating to you very soon. Some of you have already received communication. Yesterday was July 17th, 7/17. When I was looking outside, I didn't do a video yesterday. I'm just swamped at work. If I work in finance, this is our fiscal year end. I was looking out the window, and the way the sun and the clouds were just kind of positioned in the sky, it looked like there was a portal opening. So 7/17 is very significant. It is the union and reunion. So you could be just coming into your twin flames essence, or you could be coming back into physical reunion. It's that portal opening of communication and all sorts of things. You are my rock, my foundation. Our love keeps me grounded. That's exactly it. Even though you go into physical separation, sometimes, we focus on our own self and the hurt and the pain that it causes us. But the masculine energy goes through the same thing. Maybe not to the same degree, but they always have this love in their heart. And at times they can't reconcile it. So it's easier to run from it. And they're running from basically themselves, because it's really hard to face up to that true, authentic self. And sometimes you could run for the remainder of your life here on earth. Your soul is eternal. Your temple is here to house your soul. But sometimes it could be running from oneself for your time here on earth. And the one thing I like about this is the surrendering. Because surrendering to oneself is great momentum forward. And acknowledging that inner child, it's uncomfortable. I know this is a past life connection. Many of you that embark on this journey are totally, I want to say, unawakened to the Kundalini, chakra, past life connections. But when you come into each other, you open each other, I want to say, eyes, so to speak. And you just allow yourself to, see beyond the veil, see beyond the false sense of yourself. That there's so much out there that I don't know why we're not brought to this self-awareness, this higher consciousness. I don't know if it's, we tend to conform to systematic labels, but we're truly capable of so much more. And this is ironic because when I was meditating and breathing this morning, well, the one thing is I had this masculine energy kind of speaking to the feminine to have faith. And another thing was, please don't be shy. When you come to that communication, just post a comment on the wall, on the page or the video or whatever it may be, just because it does help restore faith in others. It's a daunting journey, and it can be very, it can just really bring you down to your knees. And this one here, I love it because it's like let it go. So it's like this attachment and letting go and surrendering. They all resonate with one another. That first chakra here, that's Archangel Michael, and that's the root chakra, and it's located at the base of the spine. It forms our foundation. It governs our understanding, grounding, and connectedness to the physical world. When developed, it brings us health, prosperity, security, and dynamic presence. And right here, it's like grounded. Your love, your rock foundation grounded. And it resonates because it's like a foundation right here. It forms our foundation. And you form each other's foundation without even realizing it. Sometimes if your root is blocked, you maybe have like lower back pain or digestive disrupt. That's a good indication that it's time to unblock, because you could flow beautifully and be all your energy points can be aligned, and then you can get into a low vibration and quickly they become blocked. It's, you don't just wake up and everything's clear and everything's balanced. Hallelujah. I'm done with the awakening. It's an endeavor on our journey of Earth here. It's, you can go back to sleep. You can wake back up. It depends on what you surround yourself with. And I feel it's so beautiful. There's victory primarily with masculine, because they're unraveling so much about themselves. Communication is on the horizon. It's happening every single day. I see it. People share with me, you know, and sometimes it's frustrating because that's all you want. Like, seriously, it's like things seem to sometimes end so abruptly without even a word, with no contact. And you're navigating your journey with all of these questions. Just have faith. Faith. I feel like sometimes this is the most important element on the journey. The moment you lose faith is the moment things start to diminish. This truly is I feel like it's a journey of faith. And so many times I never did lose faith, but I used to question it. And we're not meant to question, we're just meant to accept. What will be, will be. And I have a man holding a coin here, and what I feel about this is it has nothing to do with monetary value. As the masculine unravels their sense of identity and who they're meant to be, I feel like some of that inner child stems, like the trauma there stems from self-worth and self-worth issues. And as they acknowledge that inner child and those wounds and that trauma, they come to this deep sense of value. And it's value is not monetary by any stretch of the means. It is how rich are you inside. And they're coming into that sense of their worth. And feminine energy, you've done so much. There are hiccups along the way. And we sometimes, we're up and sometimes down and round and round and round, like a merry-go-round. But they're seeing the value of themselves. And you've triggered so many things within this masculine that is truly, truly helping them. And I love it so much. This is what I love the most right here. When I was doing, so if you're new, I do animals. I believe animals, they come to us at the divine time. Same with any signs or synchronicity. It's source, universe, God, creator, however you manifest, bringing in things at the most perfect time. And today, I just said to the cards, the owl is going to come out. And it did. And the messages you see clearly now. And it's like, it's uncanny how this stuff works, because it's like this one here, into me I see, all past life connection, inner child, letting go and surrendering, so many beautiful, beautiful things. And I just love it. I really do. I love it so very much, how it all resonates. And then here are these two beautiful messages for you, beautiful feminine. You are who you are because of your history. All of this has helped you grow in love and wisdom. Every experience has blessed you in some way. Embrace the past. Forgive anything that needs forgiving. And that may even be your masculine energy. Sometimes you know, it's hard to let go and forgive, but just forgive the past and just truly let it go. And you are a beautiful and sensitive soul. Love's objective is to help you remember who you truly are, an eternal being of light on a path to ever greater love. And that's beautiful. So that's what we have for the masculine energy. What do we have for beautiful, beautiful feminine? Beautiful, beautiful feminine energy. All I can say is like, wow. Like, these cards are so in tune and so in line with each other. It's phenomenal. Like, I should have done it live so you could just see. I mean, I have no reason to manipulate the cards in the way that they fall out. And if you're not, you see, you can just see, but everything resonates with one another. And I want to go over a few things. Like, it's just crazy how these work, how these fall out. It never ceases to amaze me. I'm always in awe after I do it. So I usually do these ones, and then the other ones, and I have like a sequence in how they fall. And right here, I have lessons, and we have removing all the toxic people out of my life. And I feel like that's the lesson that needs to, that you're coming to this wisdom and this knowledge that there are some toxic people in your life. And sometimes these people teach us lessons that we're meant to learn, but it's time to get rid of them and it's time to move on. I have here indecision, because you may not be, you may be wrestling with, well, should I do this? It could be like family, it could be legacy friendships, toxic work relationships, whatever it may be. You're in this like indecisive mode. And your inner guide is calling you to do this, but your mind kind of starts to interfere, and you may be overthinking, and you just gotta let that go. Right here, it's like, sorry, I'll pick that up in a second. Quietening of the mind. Don't let your mind be your GPS on this journey. Let your heart be the GPS. There are some lessons that you need to learn. I feel like you are learning them. I feel like you are just like pushing and moving all of this toxicity out of your life right here. So these all resonate. Quietening the mind lessons. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm just going to set those over here. Want to talk about this communication, because in the masculine message, they plan on communicating with you soon. So ironically, for the feminine, you're getting this communication card, this message. And it's so crazy, because right here I have the throat chakra, which is the 5th chakra, and that, that when developed, it enhances your ability to communicate, and communication's coming. So how is that possible? Again, I'm always in awe of how these cards fall out. This here, angel, I want to go through this one here. Angel of love. It's too much how these are falling out. And divine protection. I love this. I want to feel like you're both angelic souls, and you do so many things for each other. It's crazy. But I feel like there is an angel of love in the energy aura, energy field, and you are both divinely protected. You've come in and you've touched each other so deeply to do so many things that no one else has ever done, and it is so beautiful. And this very, very good aura is out in the universe. It's love. It's oozing and goozing love. And I absolutely love how these resonate. So we have this, and then we have angel of love, and then we have communication, and then we have the throat chakra. It's all crazy. Exposed and revealed. I feel like this resonates with the removing all the toxic people, because sometimes it just comes over you. It's like oh, I got to get rid of this. I got to get this out of the way. I got to remove all of this to clear that pathway, primarily to oneself, and get that, I want to say, peace, harmony, and balance, and to get to that pure self-love. And how are you going to self-love if you're around toxic people? It's extremely, extremely difficult. So I feel like this is great. Miracles. This is like, I can't believe this. This is truly a miracle that you found each other in this dimension, in the third dimension, the 3D world. Also, there are miracles manifesting in the universe, and it's just going to come by surprise. What normally happens is when you let go and let God, divine source, the universe, and just live and get to that pure sense of self-love, that's when the miracles, and that's when all the magic occurs, when you're not looking for it, truly. You're seeing signs and synchronicities, and they all remind you of your twin, and they're like fierce. Like, there's so many of them. I can tell you, if you're not new, I don't really want to get into too much detail, but I was seeing so many. Like, it was like almost felt like they were haunting me at the time. I was having dreams. Number 717, just very obscure, like nature's messengers, like things I haven't seen for years and years and years. They were all coming after me, it seemed. But they were divine messengers. And it's beautiful. And I think you're a goddess. And then, ironically, goddess of the moon comes. So I feel like you both feel like you're a princess, prince, queen, king, emperor, empress, god, goddess, and it's absolutely, you feel that way about your masculine, but your masculine feels exactly the same way about you. What a beautiful, beautiful message. I guess the most important message to drive home is you are going to come to the light of what is not serving you, and what value these people brought in, and what lesson you were meant to learn. Sometimes, as I said, toxicity is not a good thing, but it can be. There is always a silver lining, because they teach you very valuable lessons, and not to go and perpetuate the same cycle over and over again. But whatever indecision you're facing, you're going to see it clearly, and the information is going to come to you. And I love that also very much. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's just one other thing, it's just this one message is so important. Quiet the mind. The mind is sometimes, I always say, the nemesis on this journey, because we allow the mind to navigate our journey, our pathway, as opposed to the heart. The heart is always the better way to go, because the heart brings you to the light, and sometimes the mind brings you to the dark. As I said, we need a healthy balance of both. We can't stay in eternal darkness, nor can we stay in eternal light. We have to have that balance, and sometimes that mind can keep us in more darkness than light. So just try and quiet the mind. Your animal spirit today is, and I can't believe this, so it's coyote spirit, and it's trust in divine detours. So there's so much divine coming out here. Divinely protected, angel, goddess, God. It's just screaming. And sometimes we do have to trust in the divine detours, because these detours are meant to teach us lessons. And this lesson card is coming out, and this removing toxic people is coming out as well. Toxic people just weigh you down, and into a low vibration. We are empathic healers on this journey. We are meant to heal. But when the energy vampires suck, I want to say, the energy out of you consistently, and they don't give you that loving energy in return, it's time to snip it and move on. Beautiful message for you, feminine energy. I love the momentum for you too. Just trust, have faith. All will work out in divine time. And these beautiful messages here. This is a favorable, nice time for matters of the heart, a time of inspiration and healing. A relationship blossoms. Your heartfelt aspirations now manifest lovingly into reality. And that is the miracle of your love and the unconditional love you share for each other. And it is manifesting out into the universe. You know, I always talk about 717, but I never came to my twin on 717. I came, I believe, in September at some time. But I felt like I kept seeing this number, that portal was opening for all our, you know, it was just guiding us to each other in the physical, for that physical reunion. So I did see something crazy yesterday with the sun and it was awesome. I should have taken a picture, but sometimes I feel like it's only meant for one person. And by the time you go get your phone to take the picture, it's gone. And the next message is, my love is like an ocean, forever longing for your shore. You are an eternal ocean of love. I close my eyes. My heart is filled with rose quartz lights. And that is exactly, I love it all so much. It is so true. Whatever that indecision is, or just trust and follow your gut. You know, I ended legacy friendships of 37 years and had family living with me that I asked to move out. I did it all very lovingly because that's the way you're meant to do it. And legacy doesn't always mean it's good for you. So that's the message I have for you, beautiful souls, today. If any of this resonates, just kindly hit the notification bell and subscribe for more videos like this. Like and comment. Love to hear your comments. Love when you share your good, you know, stories of communication and just coming together. These cards I'm selling on Etsy. Just visit the Etsy store. And if you're, you know, interested in personal messages, just visit my website. Again, I'm swamped till the end of July, which is, I can see the end here. And then my schedule is wide open for your beautiful, beautiful souls. So again, thank you all so much for your support, and have a beautiful day.